infantry and our automatic.
Governor Eddie Calvo's office is seriously considering another lease agreement with contractor Cortec for the use of property in Tietzen for educational purposes. The facility was used by John F. Kennedy High School as a temporary campus, while its new campus was under construction. Now the Department of Education would like to use the facility to temporarily move students from Untalan Middle School, which is currently in poor condition. While DOE would not be able to come up with the funds for the move, the governor's chief liaison to education, Vince Leon Guerrero, says funding is not an issue for the governor's office.
The lease payment is through the tax credits, so it doesn't impact the budget necessarily through an appropriation. It does impact the budget because every time you take a credit, it reduces the amount of revenue that's available.
Representatives from various government regulatory agencies and from the Department of Education walked through the Tietzen campus today to see how feasible it would be to move Untalan Middle School into the facility. Leon Guerrero hopes a move will happen before the end of the school year.
We believe that if we pulled all our resources together, we should be able to make something happen fairly quickly. It would require, major cooperation. It would require making sure that the contractor first turns on the power and water so the regulatory agencies can come in and take a real look at this and make sure that everything's cleared.
Administrators at Untalan Middle School say maintenance issues need to be taken care of right away, but they hope they'd be able to return to the campus once those repairs are made.
Over the last several years, it's been very difficult. It's a very old campus. It's, since Barrigada Junior High, we've had so many. We have buildings that have ceiling leakings every day. We're very creative in trying to ensure that the safety is never compromised. But we're at that point where we do need to eventually, want to vacate. We need to vacate to get those repairs.
If Untalan Middle School does make a temporary move to and from Tietzen, DOE Interim Superintendent Untalan Tiyan says she hopes the facility could later be used to alleviate overcrowding issues at George Washington High School.
Long term, we believe that we need another high school, and we think that's the most pressing need. And certainly we'd like to address the concerns of our Untalan school community. And long term, we believe that this could be a great place for another high school.
The governor's office is currently in negotiations with Cortec for a lease agreement, which Leon Guerrero hopes would allow the campus to be leased to own.
Nobody can find the funds for an outright purchase, that's for sure. So we have to be very creative in trying to find ways if that's our goal.
According to Leon Guerrero, the governor's office could be ready to announce an agreement with Cortec as early as tomorrow. Betsy Brown, PNC News.